So here, if I execute this one, since the condition is satisfied, it is showing the DS. For example, here, if 1 is less than 2, but inside I am not writing anything. I have not written anything. Just I have written 1 if 1 is less than 2. It is going to say that minimum 1 line of code, indentation error once again. So minimum 1 line of code is required. If you don't write 1 line of code, it will throw the error, right? Now, for example, if you don't give the colon, then in that case, it is going to throw the syntax error. Whenever you are writing the if after that condition, after that colon is the syntax. If you don't keep the colon, it will throw the syntax error. Colon is mandatory, right? Now, if 1 is less than 2, print DS. Print DS means it is going to print the DS since the condition satisfied. Now, if 1 is greater than 2, 1 is greater than 2 means false. Condition is false means what it is going to do means just it will ignore the block of code. It will not do anything. Just it will not even enter into that one. So if the condition is false means it will not see what is inside that one. So for example, inside you have written the something like this. Okay, print only. Instead of print, you have written print only. Actually, this is an error. This is an error. But it is an error means first you have to come to here means first it has to enter into this one means first it has to satisfy the condition. Here condition only not satisfied, then it will not even check this one also. See, if I execute this one. Sir, what is this, sir? Print here there is a syntax error now. This is an error, right? Basically, it is an error. Now, but error means first it has to come to this line, right? It will not even come to this line. Since the condition is failed, it will not even come to this one. Now, if you throw this one into less than, 1 is less than, now what happens? Automatically condition satisfied. Since the condition is satisfied, it will enter into the if block and if block will be executed. Now it will see the first line. What is there in the first line? Print high. What is this? It is going to throw the error that what is meant by print. It is going to throw the error called as name error. Name error print. Print is not defined. Print, it is considering print as a function. A print function it is checking. Is there any print function? Print function is not available. So that function is not available, it is saying. Is that clear? Since why it is executing this line? Why it is showing the error? Why it is showing the error means because it has executed this line. Why it is executing this line? Because this condition is satisfied. If the condition is not satisfied, it will not even execute this line, right? If not executed, from where you will see the error? Is that clear? Got the point? So if the condition is false, just it will ignore. The entire block of code is ignored. Sir, for example, inside this, I have written something like this, sir. Print 200, print ABC, print ABC, print DS. Like this, I'm writing multiple lines of code. So many lines of code I'm writing. But the given condition, whatever the given condition is there, since the given condition is false, the entire block of code is ignored. It will not even enter into the if block because condition fail means it will not even touch the what is there inside the block of code, right? So it will just ignore that one. The entire things will be ignored. Inside 10,000 lines are there also, it will ignore. It will not execute. Even one line also will not be executed. If the condition is true, immediately first line will be executed, followed by second line, followed by third line, followed by fourth line. Like that, in the serial order, whatever is there, it will execute in that order. Now, here I'm going to say, if 1 is greater than 2, okay, ask the user to enter the age and store it in the A. Int of input of enter your age. Enter your age. And after entering your age, whatever the value he has entered, print that one. Print the A value. Whatever the A value say, print the A value. This is the code. Now what happens in this case? Just what is the output of this cell? If I execute this cell, what is the output? Nothing will be there. it will ignore because condition failed, right? So nothing will be there. If the condition is satisfied, now, since condition is satisfied, it will execute the first line of code. What is in the first line of code? A is equal to int of input of enter your age. So it will ask the user to enter the age. Now it is printing. I'm entering the age as 22. Now it is printing the print A. What is the print A? 22. So 22 is getting printed. Now you are not asking print A. Now what happens? A is equal to int of enter the age. I'm entering. Okay, enter. Print is not there, so it is not printing. If you ask print A, print will work. Since you have not asked the print A, you ask only to ask the user to enter the value. It is asking the answer to asking the user to enter the value. Whatever the line of code you have written, it is executing. Is that clear? Now, in this case, if 1 is greater than 2, okay, print hi and print Shiva. Now, in this case, 1 is greater than 2 means it is ignoring. What it is ignoring? If block is ignoring. If block means this one will be ignored. What about the print Shiva? This is not the if block, right? This is out of the if block. So out of the if block means it will be executed. Shiva will be executed. There is no problem with the Shiva. If the Shiva is also inside, then Shiva also will be ignored. Now nothing will be there. In this case, nothing will be there. Since the Shiva is outside, okay, it is outside the thing. So just first it is checking the if block. Since if block is not satisfied, it is just ignoring the if block and it is coming out of the if block. And out of the if block, you are having so many lines of code. It will execute normally. It will continue as the normal. Is that clear now? That is if block. Now if and else. Second one is called as if and else. Now what is meant by if and else means if and you have to write condition and colon and you are going to write the block of code, if block. And after this else, now you are going to add the else. And here also you are going to write the block of code. This is called as else block. This is called as if block. If condition satisfied means if block will execute. If the if condition failed means automatically else part will be executed. For else, it is not going to check the condition. If this failed means automatically, right? So here, let us see this one. If 1 is greater than 2, condition true or 1 is greater than 2? No, condition false. If whenever the if condition is false, else part automatically it will be executed. It will not even check the condition. It is not having any separate condition like if, else automatically it will be executed. So since 1 is greater than 2 false, else part will be executed. What is the inside the else? Last. So last will be printed. Print last. And what about the print ds? Yes, it will also print. So you are going to get answer like this. Right? Now, if the condition is satisfied, assume now the condition is satisfied. Opposite. If condition is satisfied. Now in this case, if condition works, then automatically else will ignore. Out of these two, any one. If is working means else should not work. If is not working means else should work. First priority goes to the if. First it will check the if. If is working, then else part will be ignored. If part has failed, then automatically else will be executed. Is that clear? So now in this case, since 1 is less than 2, condition satisfied. Condition satisfied means print first. What is there in the first print first means first will be printed. Automatically else part will be ignored. And print ds. ds will be printed. So first and ds. Is that clear? Now, next, take a number in a variable called as x and print the even if the number is divisible by 2, otherwise print odd. So now take a number in a variable x, means ask the user to enter a number. First you ask a user to enter a number, normal, irrespective of if block or else block. Generally you are asking the user to enter the number. Now user has entered some number, okay, some x number, and you store that one in the variable called as x. Print even if the number is divisible by 2. we know that whether the number is divisible by 2 miss if the remainder is 2. When you are having the modulo answer, when you are having the modulo using the 2, if the remainder is equal to 0, then the number is divisible by 2. Right? When you are dividing any particular number, for example, 24 is there. 24 is divisible by 2 or not, miss? 24 with 2, and you are going to get 0. Right? So just we are going to have, first we are going to take the number in the x, and this number with modulo, we are going to use the modulo, and the modulo remainder is equal to 0 miss, that number is divisible by 2. If the modulo is not equal to 0 miss, it is not divisible by 2. Right? So x is modulo 2 is equal to 0 miss. So first it is asking the user to enter the number. Okay, I'm entering the number as 17. Now 17 modulo 2 is equal to 0. That is 17 divided by 2, which is nothing but 8, and remainder is 1. Since the remainder is 1, so first it will calculate what is the part of this one. The answer you have got as 1. 1 is equal to 0 since the output is false. Here there is a comparison operator. Comparison operator gives the output either true or false. So since the output is false, so now it will ignore the if block and it will execute the else part. Within the else part, what is there? X comma is odd number. What is x? 17. So 17 space is odd number. It is going to print like this. Is that clear? 17 space is odd number. Sir, for example, if I write like this, sir, if 14, if I write if 14 and I'm writing something inside the block of code, I'm writing something. If 14, what is meant by if 14? It is going to throw the error. So here, whatever you are going to get the output, either it should be true or false. It should not be a number. It should be either true or false. It can't be a number. Right? If 14, you can't write. For example, if I'm writing here, if 17, I'm writing like this. Okay. First line getting executed. What is the first line? Which is nothing but enter a number. I'm entering the number as 24. Now it is showing that 24 is an even number. Can you see that one? Here, whatever the 17 you have written, bool of number. Bool of number means bool of this number. Whatever the number you are having, it is going to consider either true or false. For example, if I'm writing here 0, let us take this one as 0. Enter the number 24. Now 24 is a odd number. Why it has taken as odd number? Because bool of 0 is false. So whenever you are having a single number, automatically it is converting as the Boolean type. Okay. So whenever you are having a single number, it is considering automatically bool of that one. Whenever you write a single numerical value. So similarly, if I write a single string, that is 20.4. For example, if I write 20.4, bool of 20.4, what is bool of 20.4? True. So some number is there. So similarly, can I write here only if Shiva, something I'm writing like this. Now I'm asking this one. So some value is there. If you are having some value miss, automatically it is considering whatever the value it is having, bool of, just it is applying the bool of that single value. Bool of Shiva. What is bool of Shiva? True only, right? Same to same. Just it is applying in the back end, just it is applying the same. So bool of 24. If you write bool of here, whatever the number, for example, here, if you write 17, assume 17 you have written, automatically it will take the bool of 17. And if you write here instead of 17.4, again, you are going to get. If you are writing a bool of Shiva, right? If you are writing bool of some value of 0, false. If you are writing some kind of data D space yes, some value is there, miss, true. If the value is not there, miss, false. Bool of 0, only for 0 it is false. For everything it is true only. Even it is minus 48 or minus 23 something, it is true only. Even minus values also it is true only. Is that clear? Or simply, if you want to fix it is true, you want to fix means directly write the word true only, then no need to check the condition, no need to check anything. Directly you are giving the answer only true only, right? You no need to check even the condition also. Okay, so now if you execute this one, whatever the number you write, if you write 12 also, if you write for example 15 also, answer will be even number only, because never it will execute the else part. Always if condition satisfies, because if condition is not checking any condition, you already told the answer as true, it will not even check the condition. Is that clear? Now here x modulo 2 is equal to 0. So I'm entering the value of 24. 24 is modulo 2 is equal to 0. Now next, a b c d is equal to 2 2 3 4. Means a value is equal to, b value is equal to, c value is equal to 3, d value is equal to 4. If a double equal to b or c double equal to d, means first it is going to check 2 double equal to 2. What is the output of 2 double equal to 2? True. Or 3 double equal to 4, false. True or false? What is the output finally? True. So since the output is finally true, now what is the answer? ABC. It is going to print the ABC. This is the output of this one for this particular cell. Is that clear? Now next we are having the if elif else. Next concept is called as if elif else. Now for this, what is the syntax? First you are going to take the if some condition, and you are going to take the block of code. Now if this is not satisfied, this condition is not satisfied, I want to check one more condition. I want to check one more condition. Condition number 2, elif one more condition. If this is also not satisfied, then else. You can take with else, without else. Now for example, without else you have taken, let us take like this, without else. Now if condition you have checked, it is not satisfying. Since it is not satisfying, now it will come down to elif. What is meant by el miss? If it is not working. If what is meant by if miss, again check. El miss, try this one, try the new this, and if miss with respect to check the condition. Okay, if this is not working, check this condition, new condition. That is the meaning of this. So now elif, you are writing the elif, el miss, it is not working, miss, check this one. Now it is going to check this condition. This condition also not working. Then what happens? Just it will ignore. If both the cases are ignored, two different ifs are they have written. So then you can write if and if also, right? Two ifs directly you can write. No, you can't write the two ifs directly. First one you have to use the if. The second one, if it is not working only, you have to check this one. So that is the reason you have to write the L. If this is not working only, you have to check this one. If this is working, you don't need to check this one. Got the point? So for our simple understanding, let me explain in a simple way. For example, you want to go to your hometown. Okay, you are some holidays. During the holidays, you are planning to go to your hometown. You are planning to go to your hometown. Now, to go to your hometown, you are booking some kind of tickets. First priority you want to give for the train tickets with AC. If it is not available, train tickets with sleeper. If this is also not available, bus tickets with respect to sleeper. If this is also not available, bus tickets with respect to seater, normal seater. Yeah, this is the order you want to try. Now, when you are going to try this one, directly you will try this one. First priority, what is your first priority? This one. If this is not available, only you will check with the train sleeper ticket. If this is also not available, you will go with the bus sleeper ticket. For example, bus sleeper is available, then why you check this one? If this is available, your condition satisfied, you don't need to check the seater. Which condition satisfies that you are going to check? For example, I am checking this one. No. This one also no. Everything or no. Means what I am going to do? I am not going to book the tickets. Simply I will ignore. In this case number 1, If elif means it is going to check all the conditions. If none of the conditions satisfied means everything will be ignored. Overall, the Python, whatever the cell in that cell, the final output will be empty. Nothing will be there. Now, for example, out of this, this one is satisfied. Second one only satisfied. If the second one is satisfied, it will not even check the down part. The remaining two elifs also it will not even check. It will not even check also. If there is a syntax error also, it will not check. If this is satisfied means, say if this part is executed means it will not even check this part, down part. Here, whatever the syntax error is there, whatever the name error is there, indentation error is there, nothing it will check. It will not even come down also. Because this part is executed. If this is executed, remaining everything should be ignored. For example, while booking, my train tickets with sleeper is available, then why I have to open the bus tickets and bus websites related to that? Waste of time, right? Anyways, I'm not going to book this one. Then why I have to open? Okay. So just it is going to ignore if the condition is not satisfied. So for example, if this condition only satisfied, remaining three will be ignored. In the order, just as it is going to check in the order. Condition 1, condition 2, condition 3, condition 4. Okay. So like this, for example, if compulsory minimum one if should be there. Directly we can't start the with elif. Elif means if the previous one is failed only. For this, what is there in the previous one? Nothing is there, right? So nothing. So we can't start with the elif. Starting, which we should start with the if only. Compulsory, we have to start with the if only. We can't start with the elif. Now, like this elif, how many we have to take? As per your choice. How many conditions you are having, that many elifs you take. It is mandatory to have the elif? No. Only if also possible, right? Only separate if also possible. Elif as per your choice. So now how many elifs I have to take means 0 to infinite. You can take 0 elif and to infinite elifs. There is no restriction on that. Right? Now, sir, after elif writing all this elif, is else is compulsory? No. Else also not compulsory. Just you are checking all the conditions. See here. Train AC ticket. First I will try. No. Train sleeper ticket. No. Not available. Bus ticket. Sleeper. Not available. Bus theater. It is not available. If none of the ticket is not available, I am not going to go to my hometown. No, sir. I have to go to hometown means else. Train. Second class ticket. Irrespective of seating, right? No need reservation for this. Not second class. General ticket. Train general ticket, irrespective. Okay. If you want to go to hometown, no, sir. Finally, I have to reach. There is no way. First, you'll try all of them. If not available, means finally you go to the general. Okay. If 10,000 people come also, we can enter into the train, right? No conditions for that. No need of checking any conditions. Is that clear? Now, same thing. Just here also. First, if 2 is not equal to 2, what is meant by 2 is not equal to 2? False. This is false. False means this entire part will be ignored. Inside that input is there, print is there, it will not even check also. It will not even check also. When it is true only, it will come to the first line, then it will see the as per the syntax it was written or not. If the condition is not satisfied, it will not even check inside that. Because it is a Python interpreter. It is not a compiler language. In the compiler language, it will check all of the lines should be correct. Though it not execute also, it should correct. The syntax wise, it should be correct. Now, first it is going to check the condition number 1. 2 is not equal to 2. Ignore. False. 3 is not equal to 3. No, false. Else. What is in the else? Last. So automatically it will print. For else, you no need to write the condition. Automatically it will print the last. Is that clear? Now, sir, there is no else, sir. Remove the else part. Now, it will ignore. Nothing will be there. First, it will check the if, no, elif, no, nothing is there. So nothing will be printed. Okay. It is equivalent to empty code. If nothing that is equivalent to empty code, how the empty cell is there? The same way. If you execute the empty cell, what happens? The same answer you will get. It will ignore. Ignore means it is removed. It will remove that. It will not even check that one. Is that clear? Now, here we are having now, let us take this one as equal to, double equal to. 2 double equal to 2. And 3 also double equal to 3. 2 double equal to 2, 3 double equal to 3. Both of them I have written. Now, first 2 double equal to 2. What is this? It is a true. Since it is true, this part will be ignored. Automatically down part will be ignored. Now, A is equal to int of input of enter the number. So it will ask the user to enter the number. I'm entering the number as 24. Print A. So print A means 24 will be printed. Elif 3 is equal to 3. It will be ignored. Now you'll ask a question. Sir, here also this condition satisfied, right? This condition, it will check only if this condition failed. L means if the above condition is failed only, it has to check this one. Here the above condition is satisfied means why it will check this condition? It will not even check this condition. For example, here you are not writing anything. You are not writing anything. If without this one, for example, without this one, generally it will throw the error. For example, see. So Elif, it is going to throw the error. So here you are writing something. For example, I'm writing here true. So 29. So this one is not equal to. Let us take this one as not equal to. 2 not equal to 2. Now, what is the answer? Middle. Middle is the answer. Because if block is ignored. After if block, first it will check the elif. Since elif is satisfied, automatically it is printing the middle. And else will be ignored. Right? Is that clear? So you can have only if. I have shown you some examples only having the if also here. These are conditions which are having only if. I have shown you the example which is having if and else. I have shown you the conditions which is having if, elif, else. If and elif also I have shown you. And next one is if, elif with else. Right? Is that clear? So like this, if you want to add one more elif, you can add one more elif also. Elif. And you can write with respect to 1 less than 2. And colon. Print number 3. Now let us take this one. 1 greater than 2. Now, first one. First it is going to check the if condition. True or false? False. Second, false. True. Since true, it is going to print the 3. And else part will be ignored. Any one block only will be executed. If this block is executing means remaining other block should be ignored. Any one. Right? Is that clear? Like this, you can write one more elif also. Infinite number of elifs you can use. Sir, without using the directly, let us start with the elif only. It is going to throw the syntax error. Minimum one if should be there. Is that clear? Yes, first block only will be executed. If 2 blocks are condition is true also, only first block will be executed. Okay. Yes. Any questions? We don't have any break statements in the Python. Yes, we are having the break statements in the Python, but not here. That we'll see in the next class. Right? Next, write a program to find the largest of 2 numbers from the input console. Means ask the user to enter the 2 values, and out of the 2 values, which number is the big one, print that. That is the question. Now, what I'm going to ask the user, enter the first number. I'll ask the user, enter the first number. He is going to enter the first number as 3. Enter the second number, 9. Now, what I'm going to do, first I'll check whether 3 is greater than 9. Condition false, means 3 is not the largest one. Then automatically I'm going to check whether both of them are equal. Both of them are not equal. Automatically, then what is the option? Second number only is the largest one, right? So the largest number is 9. First I will check whether both the first 3 is greater than 9. Sir, Out of these two, first you can check with respect to if n1 is equal to n2. And after that, you can check with n1 is greater than n2. You can check like this also, right? Yes, you can write in that way also. You can check that one or this one. Anything is okay, right? Is that clear? For example, if you write first, if n1 is equal to n2, both are equal. Okay, both are equal. Then you are writing if n1 is greater than n2. That is n1 is the largest one. N1 is largest. You are printing this. Now, for example, if you write like this or also, if you write like this also, first it is, for example, I'm writing first number, enter the first number. I'm entering the first number 9. Second number, I'm entering once again 9. Now, if I write in this way, what happens? If I write in this way, what happens? If I write in this way, 9 is greater than 9. No. 9 is equal to 9. Yes, both are same. If I write in this way, 9 is equal to 9. Both are same. It is going to print both, the answers will be the same only, right? Just it is going to check first that condition or this condition, but answer will remain same. Answer is not going to change. Is that clear? Now, next one. Sir, you are explaining the code, and in this code, whatever you have written, you are explaining is nice. How we have to write the code? Now, the question is how we have to write the code. Let us take an example for that. Take a variable y and print grade A if the y is greater than 90, grade B if the y is greater than 70, but less than or equal to 70, grade F. Less than 70 means grade F. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is, for this first, take a variable y. Y is equal to int of input of enter the marks. Enter the marks. I'll ask the user to enter the marks, some marks. Now, the user is going to enter the marks. If I don't write int of, means by default, whatever the marks they are going to enter, 44, it is a string of 44. So the string of 44, I want to convert to int. So that is the reason I'm going to convert this one to int of. Now, first I'm asking the user to enter the value. Okay, entered. After that, what? Print grade A if y is greater than 90. If y is greater than 90, colon, print grade A. Grade A. Next, elif, if this condition is not satisfied, elif y is greater than 70, print grade B. Yes, print grade F. Okay. Now, for example, I'm entering the 95, some value of 95. Greater than 90 means yes, satisfied. Greater than 70 also satisfied. Both are satisfied, but it will not even check this one. When it is going to check this second condition means when this condition is failed only. When the above condition is failed only, it will check the second one. If the above condition is not failed, it will not even check the second one. So now 95 means 95 is greater than 90. So it is going to print the grade A. Okay. And down part will be ignored. For example, I'm entering the 75. 75 greater than 90. Since this is failed, now it will check with the condition number 2. That is 75 greater than 70, grade B. In this case, it is going to print the grade B. Now, if I'm entering the 69, 69 is greater than 70. No. 69 is greater than 70. No. So it is going to print the grade F. Right? Now, here, if grade B, if it is greater than 70, but less than or equal to also 70 only, means less than 70 also should be considered in the 70 only, and equal to 70 also should be considered in the grade F only. So here you have to write only greater than symbol. For example, if they have given grade B, if it is greater than or equal to 70, if they have used the word greater than or equal to 70 here, then we have to use the greater than or equal to here. Is that clear? So the same thing. Int of enter the input, enter the marks, y is greater than 90, print grade A, grade B, and grade F. So I'm entering the marks as 95. Clear, guys? Now, next. So with this, the different if is clear, if else, if elif, with if elif else, these four parts are completed. Any questions on this four? If elif condition. If elif condition is not mentioned, you have not even mentioned anything. Okay, but you have written elif. Yes. Yes. So here, whatever the condition you are having in the if, whatever the condition you are writing, and in the elif, you are not writing any condition. Just you are writing only this one. So generally, this type of things you have to write only for the else word. For the else word, you have without else. If you are writing if word means whenever you are writing the if word, you have to write the condition. That is the syntax. That is the reason, right? Otherwise, you have to use this one. You are this is asking you to change. Means either you have forgot instead of writing else, you have written the elif. It is asking like that for us. Is that clear? Else command is not mandatory. It is not mandatory. If I know that condition is ending to which statement, if we have any curly braces, then we can identify. In Python, it is not like that. No, it is not like that. Right, Santosh? Here, curly braces, open curly brace, close curly brace, colons, these things are not there. It is completely relying based on the indentation. Okay, the concept is completely based on the indentation. Next, Shubham. Else command is not mandatory. Yes, else command is not mandatory. In this case, else is not there. In this case also, else is not there. In these two cases, else is not there. In this case, only if is there. If only if is there means it will only check the if condition. Satisfied means print, I mean execute whatever is inside. Inside, for example, I'm writing like this. If 1 is less than 2, A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20. Now, what is the output if this is the cell? What is the output? It will not print anything, right? Just it will store the value. Since the condition is satisfied, it will execute the first line and it will create an object of 10 with A and it will create an object of 20 with B, but it will not print. Because in this case, you have not asked anything to print. So it is not printing. For example, if you are asked to print A, then it will print only the A value. 10 will be printed. If you ask A comma B, then 10 space 20 will be printed. If you ask print B, only 20 will be printed. It is going to execute whatever is there inside the block, line by line, it is getting executed. Inside the block, if input is there means input. For example, I'm writing like this. If some condition, L is equal to empty list. If 1 is less than 2, L dot append of 50. Only that's it. This is the cell. Now, first what it is going to do? First, it is going to create an empty list. L. 1 is less than 2. Condition satisfied. Since condition is satisfied, it is going to take the 50 value within this. I didn't ask it to print L, so it will not even print also. L also will not be printed. If I ask print L, then it is going to print the list of 50 is the answer. Since condition is satisfied, it is appending. If the condition is not satisfied, let us take like this. 1 is greater than 2. Condition is not satisfied. Now, what is the answer? What is the output of this one? This particular cell? If 1 is greater than 2. Nothing will be printed. Now, let us take in the same example. Now, I am writing print L like this here. Empty list asterisk it will give. It will not append. In between append will not work because this block is ignored. Is that clear? Sir, I'm unable to receive the notes from the temporary. Yeah, Satish, I will show you at the end. Okay. Next example, nested if. What is meant by nested? Nested means within that same thing. So here, nested list. What is meant by nested list? Within the list, you are having one of the element as list. Nested tuple. Within the tuple, we are having one of the tuple. Nested dictionary. Within the dictionary, we are having the one more dictionary inside that. Then it is called as nested. Similarly, if within the if also you are having one more if, then it is called as nested if. Within the if only, inside only one more if will be there. Now, let us see here. Number is equal to 155. First line. First line is irrespective of condition. Irrespective of condition. That is normal line of code. So 155, it will store in the num. If num is 155. If 155 is greater than or equal to 0, if this condition is satisfied, then you have to execute the inside the if block. Whatever is inside the if block, and this part should be ignored. Now inside the if block, what is there? Again, one more if is there. Now one more if is if number is greater than 0. That is 155 is equal to 0. Print 0. So condition is false. So this if block will be ignored. Since this if block is ignored, this else will be executed. Now here you are having two else. This else is related to this if. This else is related to this if. How we can see that one is based on the indentation. Whichever is starting on the same indentation, they belongs to one group. These both are having on the same line. So these both belongs to one group. Okay. Is that clear? Now, in this case, I'm going to get the answer as positive number. For example, sir, where we are going to use this one? Example. For example, you are going to have in the ATM. So you went to an ATM and in the ATM, you have inserted your card. Okay. You have inserted your card. After inserting your card, now it is asking you to select the language. First step, it is asking to select the language. Now you are selecting the language called as English, Hindi, and Telugu. Something you are having like this. 3 of them are there. And you are selecting the English language. Now, once you have selected the English language, if the person has executed is equal to English. Now, whatever is inside the English, it has to execute. Remaining down part will be ignored. That is language of Hindi, language of Telugu will be ignored. Language of Hindi will be in the elif. Language of Telugu also will be in the elif. Right? Else will not be there. If, elif, elif. Sir, last one I want to keep in the else. You can keep in the else. When, if he is not executing both of them, automatically it is showing Telugu. No, right? It is not showing anything, right? The screen will be stopped as it is. If you don't enter anything, the screen will be as it is only, right? It will not automatically takes. So here, this is in the elif. This is if. So if the condition, if the person has entered the English language, now whatever is inside the English language, it has to execute. Now, first, if the language, whatever the language was selected, whatever the person has selected the language, if the language is equal to English, okay, then if the language is equal to English, then you have to print first enter your PIN number. Enter your PIN number. For that, what you are going to use? Int of PIN is equal to int of input of enter your PIN number. Enter PIN number. You are asking the user to enter the PIN number. That too in the English. It is printing in the English language. For example, if the person elif, if the language is equal to Telugu, if the person has selected Telugu, it is going to pin. What are the pin variable? It is going to store int of input of that Telugu will be printed according to that. Okay. So Telugu means Telugu, Hindi means Hindi language, whatever it is. So here enter the number, which is nothing but English language. So since you have entered the English language, so it is showing the enter the PIN number. Now, if this condition, whatever the PIN number you have entered, if the PIN number, whenever you have inserted the card, automatically it will select the original PIN. Okay. Now the original PIN, and this is your entered PIN. This is entered PIN. The original PIN. If original PIN down, if the original PIN and entered PIN, if both of them are equal, If both of them are equal, then show the next one. Else, print the invalid pin. Print invalid pin. Right? Now, so we are going to enter the pin. If this pin number is equal to the original pin number, means it is going to create the first only the original pin. Original pin is equal to, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4. The original pin is 1, 2, 3, 4. So first it will create one. Once you have inserted the card in the ATM machine, automatically the original pin object will be created by default. By default, it will create the original object, and it will take the whatever the amount you are having, it will store that one. The details will be stored. So backside you are in the ATM card backside you are having a black line strip is there, right? In this strip it will be encoded. I mean encrypted. So whatever it is encrypted, it will store that one. The temporary objects will be created. Temporary objects, they are called as temporary objects. Once you remove the card, automatically all the objects will be deleted. All the objects will be deleted once you execute, once you remove the card. Your pin number, whatever the temporary pin was created, everything will be deleted. Completely it will be deleted. Right? Now in this case, now when it has to ask the pin number, first you have to select the English language. After that, it has to ask the pin number. Now, if the pin number is also correct, whatever the pin number you have entered and whatever the pin number of original one is there, both of them are correct. Now, again, it will ask the user if it is asking the user whether to select a bank statement or withdrawal or in terms of pin change or something. What are the options are there? If, elif, like this inside. And if you have selected withdrawal, if the person has selected withdrawal, and next immediately it has to print that enter the amount, how much you want to withdraw. He is going to enter the amount. If the amount is also satisfied, whatever the balance you are having, the balance will be a temporary variable. So it is going to check. So if your whatever the withdrawal amount is less than the balance amount, it will process. If the balance, if withdrawal amount is more than the balance amount, it will throw the it will say that amount was exceeded, no sufficient funds in your account. Right? These all the things are working in the if and else only. Completely it is if and else. Right? Now see here. Amount is equal to 20,000. Amount means in your balance. This is your balance amount. Balance amount is 20,000. Pin is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the original one. When you have entered when you have inserted your ATM card, automatically these two temporary variables are created. This is the first variable and this is the second variable. These two automatically created. Sir, only these two will be created, or whatever you have written the code, it will create. I have created the code to create only two variables, means it will create only two variables. If I have written the code for creating 10 variables or 20 variables, means 10, 20 variables will be created according to that. So first it is going to create the variables. Whatever, once you have inserted the card, temporary variables will be created. Now, if input of enter the pin, asking the user to enter the pin, and whatever the user has entered the pin, if it is equal to the original pin, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, it will check. If both of them are same, then only it is going to ask the user to enter your withdrawal amount. For example, I'm writing like this. I'm executing. Enter the pin. I'm entering the pin as 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, check. It is going to check 2, 3, 4, 5 is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Condition is failed. Condition failed means entire if block will be ignored. Now, what is it is going to print? Invalid pin number. Just it is going to say invalid pin number. Once again, I'm executing. Now, this time I'm entering 1, 2, 3, 4. Since condition satisfied, now condition satisfied, now it is executing the if block. Within the if block, what is the first line? Withdraw is equal to int of input of withdraw amount. Since condition is satisfied, now immediately it is asking withdraw amount, again the input of. I have got this line. So I'm entering the withdrawal amount of 5,000. I'm entering 5,000. Now it is going to check whatever the person has entered the withdraw amount, that is 5,000, is less than or equal to the balance 20,000. Since the condition is satisfied, so transaction is successfully completed. So it is going to print the transaction is successfully completed. For example, I have entered the correct pin 1, 2, 3, 4, and withdraw amount this time I am entering 15,000. not 15,000, 25,000. Now 25,000 I have entered like this. Now, since 25,000 is greater than 20,000, it is going to print that no sufficient funds in the account. According to that, it is going to print. Is that clear? If and inside nested if, what is the use of nested if? Done. Now your assignment, your first assignment now. So from now we are going to start the programs. So this if and else is the program. This program you have to learn means first you have to see the operators. You have to see the data types. You have to see with respect to the data structures. The fundamentals are completed. Then we are making the programs. From today, everything programs only will be there. So if from starting, if the programs will start. Okay. Now let us take the assignment. Now assignment means here just changing the values. Instead of this one, go with the if it is more than greater than 95, between 95 to 85 means this one, 85 to 80 means this one. I will not give this type of assignment, right? Here, just in the Google, type in the Google, BMI calculator, BMI calculator. And here I'm going to get the first website called as some government and calculate your BMI, that is body mass index. Just I'm clicking on this. Now here there is asking to enter the user to enter the height, your height in terms of feet. Asking the user to enter the height in terms of only feet. Feet means my feet is 5. It is asking the inches. So I'm entering the inches as 10, 5 feet, 10 inches, right? Now it is asking enter your weight in terms of pounds. It is asking in terms of pounds. My weight in terms of pounds is 130. Okay, I'm entering like this example. Okay, and I'm going to click on the compute BMI, and it is showing as 18.7 as the BMI value. And since the value is less than, whichever the value is less than or equal to 18.5, it is called as underweight. 18.5 to 24.9, it is called as normal weight. 25 to 29.9 is called as overweight, and 30 or greater than 30 is called as obesity. Now I'm having these 4 categories. Now this, whatever here I'm having, the same thing I want the code. This one I want the code using the Python. What is the backend code of this one? So this is your assignment. Okay, so I'm going to upload the assignment and your first question. Since this is the first assignment, I have written very clearly step by step, not the code, process. I have written the process. Okay, since it is the first assignment. So like this will increase the dosage of the assignment. First assignment, if I give directly hard level means it will be not good. So I will increase slowly, right? So first, ask the user to enter the weight in kgs. Ask the user to enter the weight in kgs and record that one in a variable called as weight. You have to write the code accordingly. You ask the user, that is input of enter the weight in brackets in kgs you have to write. Otherwise the user don't knows. He may write in terms of pounds. He may write in everything. So you have to ask clearly the user to enter your weight in kgs. Then the user is going to enter the some value, and that value you have to record in the weight. Once you have recorded, now ask the user, what is your preferred unit of height? Whether it is F for feet, M for meters. Ask the user. The same thing has to be printed. As it is, it has to be printed. Either he has to enter caps lock F or he has to enter caps lock M. If he is not either entering caps lock F or caps lock M, you have to say that invalid selection. Okay, either it has to select F or M. So here in this particular website, if you see, there is a standard, there is a metric. One more side to this, there is a metric. In the metric, it is asking the user to enter the height in the centimeters and kilograms. In the standard one, it is asking the feet and inches. Got the point? So I want this one, at the same time this one also. Both of them. Standard I want, metric also I want. Means ask the user to enter out of these two anyone. So here the user can enter either standard or user can enter the metric, right? The same thing. Same thing you ask the user. Ask the user either to enter in terms of F for if you want to interested in terms of height in the feet and inches means enter F. If you are interested to enter the value in meters means type M. Now let us assume the user has entered F. Now user has entered F. Now whenever the user has entered F, immediately you have to ask the user, please enter your height in the feet and inches. Separately you have to record. Feet you have to take separately, inches you have to take separately. In the separate variable for feet, separate variable for the inches. And first enter the feet and record in the feet. Then ask the user, now you enter in the inches and record in the inches. Two different variables. Now once the user has entered feet and inches and weight also is there. Okay. For example, if the user has entered M is, then you have to ask the user, enter your height in the meters. And record the height in the meters. Record the height in the meters. If the user has entered F means you have to record the height in feet and inches. If the user has entered M means you have to record the height in the meters. Once this is completed, though he has entered F, though he has entered M also, you have to calculate the BMI. For calculating the BMI, what is the formula means weight divided by height square, where height is in the terms of meters. So now for example, the user has entered F. For example, user has entered F. Immediately I'm asking enter your height in terms of feet, 5. In terms of inches, 10. Sir, 5 feet, 10 inches he is entering. That 5 feet, 10 inches, first you have to convert to meters. First 5 feet, 10 inches, you have to convert to meters. After converting meters, then you have to apply the formula of BMI formula. Once BMI is calculated, if the BMI value is less than 18.5, you have to say it is underweight. 18.5 to 25, normal. From 25 to 30, overweight. Greater than or equal to 30, it is overweight. You have to print in this way. This is the program you have to write. Which satisfies this condition, you have to write the program. That is your assignment. Okay. I'm going to upload this one in the folder called as assignment folder. In the drive, I'm going to create one new folder called as assignment folder. There I'm going to upload this one. Okay. So by Monday, now, sir, once assignment was completed, you have done the assignment. Okay. You have done the assignment and you are going to check your answers, right? Assignment you are going to check. And if you are able to solve the assignment, everything, no need to share me. You no need to share me the answers. No need to share me the answers. No need, don't ask, sir, I have completed the assignment, where I have to upload. Don't ask these questions. Okay. Don't ask the question. Please don't ask the question where I have to upload. Don't ask the question where I have to upload. Okay. Don't ask. So here you are not going to upload anything. You are not going to upload anything. I will only upload the answers once the time is completed. Whatever the deadline of the assignment is completed, immediately I'm going to upload the answers. And once I upload the answers, you are going to cross-verify yourself and you can check. Now, sir, if we check ourselves, though we have done a mistake also, we'll keep ourselves 90% correct thing we have done. Whom you are going to bluff? You are bluffing yourself. You are bluffing yourself, right? If you bluff yourself, you are cheating yourself. What we can do? If you are sincere, miss, give the sincere marks. If you are bluffing yourself, miss, bluff yourself. Enjoy. We can't do anything. Whether you want to cheat yourself or not, that is your wish. I am going to upload the answer. And here, if you get correct answer, if you have done the entire things correctly, score is 100. If you have done mistake, miss, score is 0. There is no 90, 80, 70, 60 like this. Nothing is there. Either 100 or 0. Only two options. Yes or no. Here no 100, no 0 also. Only word is yes or no. You have completed assignment or you have not completed assignment. Yes or no. Okay. That is the only question. You should ask yourself. You no need to say me. You no need to tell me anything. Whether it is yes or no also, no need to tell me. You have to ask yourself whether you have done successfully the assignment or not. If you have done the successfully assignment, miss, you are understanding the concepts, you are understanding everything, you are on the right track. You have not successfully completed, miss, you are not able to practice or you are not able to understand, You have to identify what is the mistake you have done and you have to rectify yourself. Wherever the mistake you have done, you have to rectify yourself. Is that clear? So answer is either yes or no only. You are not going to share me. Right? This is the first one. Second, here you should, if you ask me in this any doubt, if you are asking any doubt in this, my answer will be no comments. I'm saying now itself, the answer will be no comment. If you ask whatever the doubt related to this, answer will be no comment. This is testing. I'm testing you. In the testing, again, you are asking questions, miss, then I can do the same thing in the class only, na? Why I have to give assignment for you separately? This is called as testing. So once I have given in the class, I have completed the training part. Now I am testing. I am giving the question paper for you. In the examination, sir, please come here, sir. Please, what is this question, sir? Question mistake, sir. Don't ask like this. Tomorrow you are going to take some entrance test. TCS, they are going to keep some entrance test. In the question paper, there will be a mistake. What you are going to do? Sir, please come here. You will call like that. Huh? Whatever the question you are understanding, from that, whatever the answer you want, you write. In the question, if there is any typing mistake or some error is there, in the question only error is there, you will get the 100 marks, complete marks. Okay. Don't ask any doubt in this question. In this assignment, don't ask. Apart from this assignment, you ask whatever the questions you want. Any questions, infinite number of questions you ask. But don't ask the question which I have shared for the testing purpose. This is for testing. Is that clear? And last one, last point. For example, while doing this assignment, if you are asking your friend, miss, you are cheating. If you ask your friend, miss, you are cheating yourself. You are cheating yourself. If you want, miss, you do. If you want, you can ask your friend. Choice is yours. Think that if you ask your friend and your friend has given at least one hint, something, okay, generally friend miss, what they have to do means they have to give the hint. Or you do in this way, you will get the answer. Something they have to give the hint. But generally the friends, they'll not give the hints. They'll share the entire answer. They'll share the entire code directly. Okay, if you ask something, here, this is the, how you are entered this one means, they'll say directly the code only. The answer only they'll say. They'll not give the hint. They'll say the answer. Now, why the person will say the answer, you know, the reason behind that? The reason behind that, you know, he don't want you to think. He don't want you to think. He want to suppress you. That is the reason he will say the answers. If it is a true friend, if he is a true friend, means he has to give the hint only. They should not give the answers. Basically, they are not your true friends. Who are giving the answers, they are not basically your true friends. Right? True friend will not give the answer. They'll tell us how to do. If we are not able to get that logic and he is able to get the logic, how you have got that type of logic, how you are thinking in that way, you have to ask this one. He has to say that one. They should not say directly the answer. Directly, if they share the code, what is the use? Is that clear? So please don't ask the friends. If you want to be a successfully complete this course and you want to gain the knowledge, means first mandatory step is, first step is, please don't discuss with your friends. That is the first basic step. The moment you discuss with your friends, your collapse will start. Is that clear? Whether you are asking offline, whether you are asking in online, but don't ask your friends. Do on your own. Think. And before doing this one, majorly, many of the students, what they'll do is, so now they have listened defenders now. Immediately I will share this one in the drive. After the class, they'll start directly doing this one only. They'll not even practice. First, they'll not practice if and as. What is if and as? They'll not revise anything. They will not do anything. Directly, they'll start this one only. Means, along with the testing, they want to practice. Testing plus practice, they will do simultaneously. That is the reason answer is confused. Testing and practice should not be done simultaneously. Practice should be done separately. When you have completely, if you feel that I have understand the topic very clearly, then you have to test on that. Okay. Once you have to practice, you have to revise and you have to practice. Once the revision and practice is completed, and if you're 100% sure that this concept is very clear for me, then you have to test yourself. When you're sure, you have to test yourself. While testing, practicing, if you do simultaneously both of them, answer is going to be the confuse, or answer will be not understand. You say this one, sir, I'm not understanding. Why you are saying they're not understanding? Because you are testing at the same time you are practicing both the things simultaneously. Is that clear? Done? So I'm going to upload this assignment and along with the class notes in the drive. Just give me a minute. As one of the student has asked, I'm unable to access the temporary drive. See, I'm copying this drive link. Again, I'm pasting here. Guys, in the chat box, I have given the link. That is the temporary drive link. That is the temporary drive link. And in that, click on the core Python. Here, the notes will be there. So today's class is conditional statements. I'm going to upload the conditional statements notes. Right? And along with that, assignments. Okay, assignment 1 was also uploaded. Your first assignment, I have uploaded the question. Right? In the temporary drive, I have uploaded the notes in the core Python, that is conditional statements. And along with that assignment also, I have uploaded the assignment questions. And if you want to practice somewhat more number of questions, here the textbooks also I have uploaded. Okay, just open the textbooks folder. Inside the textbook folders, I have uploaded the textbooks, out of which this is the, for Python beginners, this is the best book from my perspective. If you feel easy, miss, continue. If you don't feel easy, miss, throw away this book and download another book. Whichever the book you feel easy, that is the best book. Okay, from my perspective, this is for me, it is my favorite book. For me, it is my favorite book. It is not compulsory for you also. If you feel miss, continue from this book. If you're not feeling good, miss, take one more book. Okay, whichever the book you feel easy, that is the best book. Is that clear? In this, multiple examples are there. You can try. Today's, see here, we have completed with respect to variables, data types, and these things, arrays, sorry, not arrays, tuples, list, dictionaries, sets, operators, different types of operators. Now, today's class is this one, from page number 123 to 125. So in this, you can see with multiple examples will be there. You can practice these examples also. Is that clear? Any questions? Similarly, I'm going to upload in the permanent drive also. Okay. Yes, if you have any questions, you can ask. Otherwise, you can leave. Yeah, notes was uploaded in the permanent drive also.